All right, welcome back again. I feel like welcome back, Carter. Welcome back. But anyways, grateful you're here. Love you. I do this for you. We do this for you. We do it for the Grand Source Field to raise it up. We do it for many reasons. But why do you do it? Why are you here? Are you here? Are you just watching? Are you listening? Those are the questions you have to ask yourself. I'm already starting the channel. All right, so we're just going to jump into it. Today's topic is happiness. St. Germain's been banging at my door. Um, Not that I've not been wanting to do it at all. Just kind of had an interesting evening. You got something, you going to do something interesting. I'll post a short on it at some point. Go watch the latest Michael Sadler Inspire Nation. Oops, I just leaned myself off the camera there. We'll come back to center. Come back to center. There we go. All right. Yeah, don't lean too far in one direction. Just always try to be centered. There you go. We'll make a lesson out of that. Don't lean too far over in any direction. Stay centered. Better life. Easier life. You don't have to play any games. All right. Let's get into channeling. We're talking about happiness. There will be a short. Yes, I was talking about a short that will blow your mind and your heart and roll it together and kind of clear out some real quick stuff from you. And if you ain't grateful, you will be. Check it out. There'll be a short for this. Or no, better yet, check it out. The link will be in this video below. So watch the video that's linked below when you get a chance. And raise your field. Raise the earth field. Enjoy. Something comes into your field. If you hear these things, you're watching this. There's no coincidences. Take the advice. Don't. These are opportunities that are given to you as a human being to do or not. That is your choice. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Today's topic is moving the phone. I have no stand and stuff, so that's the next purchases. Purchased a blanket today. Grateful. Grateful to be in this side of the world that you can go to Kohl's, right? Just walk in and be like, oh, it's Black Friday, and this is on sale, and this is what I need, and this is better than what I thought I'd get. Grateful. There are people sleeping on the ground with nothing but like cardboard over them. So when you climb into your bed, are you grateful? Yeah. All right. This is not the me show. This is the everybody else show. So we're going to go ahead and do this. My phone has 55 minutes left of space before I have to sit there and spend hours cleaning it off. But that's a whole other story. That's what happens when you have a YouTube channel. You tape it on the phone until you get a camera, and then you put on cards or whatever. So you got to clean off the phone. But yeah, that'll be one day. Tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow morning. All right, so here we go. Love you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, welcome back. Josh, we are grateful that you decided to channel. We have been banging at the back of your head, so to speak. I understand your phone only has, universal number, 55, change, 12. A 12-base system, 12 your universe, everything changing. Your universe speaks to you. Yes, this video will be short, 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Josh did not even want the channel. He wanted to do it in the morning, but we kind of said, do it tonight. Get into the habit of when you feel it, just do it. If you are not busy. It's kind of like knock it out, so to speak. So, this is all new to him. Is it new to you? Is it new to everybody? You have seen channelers. You have many channelers in your universe. Cryon. Cryon is an amazing channeler. Lee Carroll is a very blessed individual. Dolores Cannon. She is an amazing channeler. She can speak all kinds of people. Dolores Cannon is a very gifted. She's kind of got this grandmotherly energy, does she not? We set it up that way. So when you see Dolores Cannon sitting in her big chair, and she is just talking on her stage, you see her sitting there. She puts out this grandmotherly energy, does she not? Yes, of course she does. The grandmotherly energy that she was putting out was purposeful. We chose Dolores Cannon as we chose Josh, because Josh represents somebody who was very, very heavy into trauma. Dolores Cannon represents everybody's grandma. So it's kind of the case. That's what we did. There's reasons why every certain people are tapped on shoulders. Extreme trauma on one end and a grandma on the other. If you look at Dolores Cannon, do you not want to just give her a hug? But I digress. We are here to talk about happiness. Speaking of which, how many people watching this do not get happy watching Dolores Cannon? And if you do not know who Dolores Cannon is, Josh has links in his YouTube channel where there are lists of other channels. You can go and view the other channels that he is promoting, and you will see there is a list of Dolores Cannon videos that you can watch. But again, I digress. What we are asking today is, are you happy? Did you do your homework? We're not going to have Josh flash his My Universe is calling on the screen. But we are going to ask you, did you do your homework? Are you investigating your universe? Are you in understanding of your universe? It is not for Josh to understand your universe. It is not for your spouse. Well, it is for your spouse to understand your universe. That is what marriage partly is. Acceptance of somebody else's universe in full. That is what unconditional love can be. That is a form of unconditional love. I fully accept your universe. How you choose to live your life is your universe. It's your universe. You roll all that together, I love you completely. What you say, what you think, how you act. I have no judgment. I love you. That is true unconditional love. Do you practice that? But I digress. That is way for another episode of Love, where there will be many splattered about. As this may go on for quite some time, as we have told Josh again, to expect many videos. Many, many, many videos. And much more to come. It's going to be way more to come if you are watching this. Just Josh sitting in his chair in the corner of his room, channeling, is not the end-all, be-all of this. He is putting in an effort to try to, again, you send this to the grand source love field. So he is putting an effort by reaching out to certain people. He reached out. He actually received communication from Archangel Raphael Kelly. They are now in communication. Will that grow, or will Josh go, okay, I got the information I need. Now I can move forward. He is also in communication with his universe, so he watches tarot readers. Do you? You may think that's weird, but it is not. Why? What channels could we have to communicate with him? What would be a best channel for us as your universe, Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, in this case, to communicate with Josh? If he's watching these tarot readers on a daily basis, gets the intuitive hit to watch this video, would we not be communicating? Would your universe not be communicating? Would we not be communicating with you? It is quite simple. If you choose to see it, we do not just communicate with, we communicate with others who want the communication. If you express it, we communicate. But again, I digress. Are you happy in your universe? Are you seeing your universe for what it is? Are you seeing your universe through a proper lens? Did you do your homework? My universe is calling. It was very simple. You have Saint Germain, and you have been watching Saint Germain. And Saint Germain says, this is a very simple task. I'm here to help you change your universe. I want you to understand how you think, humans. You are watching this going, my universe is very messed up. My universe is X, Y, and Z, and it's out of balance. I'm not happy. I do not have abundance. I have lack of this X, Y, and Z. You are stating to yourself, or you are seeing this in your universe. So this is your universe, and you know it intrinsically. However, whatever, it's not, or it's in your heart. Whatever is not our question. So you are putting this out there, that this is what my universe is. But yet you are not seeing that you are creating this. Are you happy in your current universe? Did you do the homework? Is it on paper? What we want you to do is take your homework. My universe is, colon. Look at your list. What does your list state? Your list states that my universe is. If you see something that you do not want your universe to be, highlight it, circle it, put a giant asterisk next to it, star, whatever you want, check mark. No check mark. X mark. Check marks are usually related to things you want to keep. Pardon the coughing. Okay. So if you see something you do not want in your universe, highlight it. My universe is. Were you honest? Or did you lie to yourself like you lied to yourself about everything else? If you're lying to yourself and you did not write down honest truths about yourself on your homework, what can we do? There's nothing that Saint Germain can do for you because you cannot see your own self first. If you are not willing to be an honest broker with your own self, then you will not get any results. But that is your choice. It is not Josh's choice. It is not Saint Germain's choice. That would be your universe making a declaration to the grander source field that I am willing to lie to myself. Well, you're going to get lies in your own universe that may poke holes in your life. Keep those things in mind. But if you answer these things honestly, and you can always go back and do this again. This is go backwards, stop, redo it, come back to this, take 20 minutes after this, pause the video, rewrite it. If you were not honest with yourself, you cannot be an honest broker in your own universe. Your universe will not reflect love or honesty back to you. Nonetheless, I digress. If you did the homework honestly, then you will see that where you have placed a check, we did not mention checks, but we have. Is there things left on your page? There should be. You have made X's or highlights or underlined, but we do not prefer that. Something that makes it stand out. Otherwise, anything you see on that list that's left, place a check by what. Put your hand on your heart and read it. When your heart skips, jumps, moves, you feel a vibration, lighter, anything different other than just your normal self, you will get a lighter feeling. You will understand, and many of you know this already. Many of you, this is already kind of new. This sounds like new stuff. But we have to balance this out. We do not know who's listening, so please, again, if you are thinking that, then you're in separation. So let's not go into that space. So nonetheless, put your hand on your heart and read the statement. My universe is full of teenagers. Put your hand on your heart. I would hope you would say if you have teenage child or teenage children in your universe, and you have not one but two or four universes technically, that would be if you had two children and a spouse spinning in one household. It can be hard to manage that because everybody's universe is everybody's universe. Nobody's standing in somebody else looking through their eyes, or in their shoes, as you would state. But I like it better to say you're not in their body looking out through their eyes. Are you? It would be quite interesting to see how then they see you through their eyes. Truly, wouldn't it? Or would you want to know? But again, I digress. What are you seeing in your universe? If you put your hand on your heart and you read the statement that my universe is full of work. Okay, what is work? Did you define that first? Work meaning lawn work. If you hear a noise, Josh's heater came on. It's kind of old school apartment, so it sounds a little loud, but it's rather cheap. It's gas, so you don't pay very much for the heat, gratefully. But nonetheless, so if you put your hand on your heart and you hear or feel something reading statements that are left over on your page, then Those are things you want in your universe. This is your next homework assignment. It is very simple. You're just reusing your list. Or if you haven't done it, we are leaving you that open-ended chance to do so to see why we are asking you to do so. Very simple task. Your willingness to do this or not will also be your vibration to the universe that you want change or you are stuck in who you are right now. You would rather play your old games, be the actor in your old show, play the old software. That is totally your choice to do so. But old software does not a business want. Old software. Well, actually, there are lots of places that do use old software that need to be offline, so to speak. But that's a whole nother story, so we digress. But nonetheless, old software is generally bad programming, old programming, outdated, modern thoughts, modern ideas. If you want to be the programming of your 0 to 7-year-old, then don't do the homework. This is up to you. What we are doing here is helping you to change your universe to be of love, so that we can raise the grand source field so that, yes, technically, Josh, you, everybody, is for more love, more abundance, more joy. It's quite simple. It's a feedback system. But you are choosing or not choosing by doing the homework to help that feedback system. And it's a statement to the feedback system that will lower your field by watching this, but yet not doing the homework as it nags in your head. You can play that game with yourself, or you can grow out of it and grow up and just do the homework that's nagging in your head that you don't want to do because you don't want to face yourself. Most people don't want to face themselves. That's why they eat, drink, smoke, whatever they do. Hopefully not take fentanyl. Oof, what a scourge on your planet. But again, I digress. If you take fentanyl, then you choose to because your field is really low. And you must know that you are rolling the dice, sir. As you would say. Again, this is Russian roulette. Yes, very fun games you have on your planet. Russian roulette. Let's spin it and see if you win it, so to speak. That's the same thing by taking fentanyl, is it not? From what I understand. I would not be taking fentanyl as I'm just energy and form channeling through Josh. But nonetheless, I digress. He's not taking fentanyl because he is channeling through me. Would I be channeling through somebody taking fentanyl? Would they be that open? No, their field would be as dense as a rock. But again, I digress. Are you happy then? Look at your list. Go back to your list. We've been on and off here, but you pick up your list. Bring it back to your universe. Are you happy? What have you checkmarked versus what have you underlined? I bet you there are more underlines than check marks. There are more outlines. I would hope you would not underline it. Again, it does not infuse it as much as highlighting it or starring it or whatever you choose to do to it. But nonetheless, what do you see in your universe? Probably more sadness, more unhappiness, more things that are outlined or what have you. Let's go ahead and then take those and see which ones of those as well. We're going to do two things on this homework. These are just flowing through Josh. The first thing you're going to do is, again, do the check marks and the X's. Then the second thing you are going to do is to find and circle the ones that you have highlighted, X'd, what have you, that are, you didn't, the things in your universe you do not want. Which ones do you truly, what's the hardest one? You circle 3 that you would want out of your universe if you could just magically wave a wand. Well, abracadabra. My universe, whatever you do, drinking alcohol to excess is out of my universe. I know it is causing me harm, so I want it out of my universe. Whatever your state, we are not stating anything specific. You make that judgment for yourself, but not even a judgment. No, never judge yourself. Let me clarify that. That was just general speak, but you make that clarifications for yourself. There you go, much better statement. Energetic clarifications for yourself. You could put your hand on your heart and say, which ones of these are the most detrimental? Do I dislike the most? Are causing, just do not vibrate with me. Whatever you state, again, dislike, you do just say, I do not like it, is to state that you are coming from the dense trauma body that you have now. But again, either way, we can keep picking things apart. What do you like or dislike about it? If you dislike these, which 3 then do you dislike, and which 3 do you like? There we go. That's your homework. Simple enough. So you have a list. Right now, it's just a formative list. My universe is colon, and it is XYZ, ABCXYZ. On that list, you will now take your highlighter, your pen, and go X to this. I do not want to be this. I do not like this in my universe. This is no longer what I vibrate with. Again, your statement. X. Highlight. X. Highlight this. Highlight this. You can exit or highlight it. Put an X next to it or highlight it. Boom. Next, you will put a check next to the ones that vibrate with your heart. So go to your heart and go, check. I like this. Check. I want to be more love. Check. I see love in my universe. Check. I see joy in this baby that I see at my office. There we go. I don't know. I'm just picking these things out of the air. I don't know what you feel joy for. Joy for your neighbor who had a baby. There you go. Because you're the godfather or the godmother. There you go. That makes more sense. So you have joy for your neighbor who had a baby because you get to babysit the baby and that brings you more joy. Check. Whatever it is. That's your universe, right? Perfect. So there you go. Hopefully your universe is perfect for you. You accept your universe as it is. So it would be perfect for you because it's coming to you. So, but then again, that will be another video. That could be many videos, but we will digress. So you check on the page that this is my favorite. These are good. This is good. This is good. And circle the which ones are your favorite. And again, the X's. Circle those which ones you dislike. 3 and 3. That is it. No more. Do you understand the homework? This is not complicated. Take your page, put it aside, move on with your universe. Keeping in mind, of course, you can float back to your page and go, these are the things I do not want in my universe. These are the things I do want in my universe. Because you have now written them out, so you have certain things here. You will see that there's more unhappiness than happiness in most of your universes. You're not creating what you want. This is the point of this exercise. We are wanting you to see what kind of universe you are creating. We're not asking you how you are creating it. We just want to see where you stand first. This is where I stand. I have more negatives than positives that I see in my universe. I have more things that don't vibrate with me would be the best. Negative and positive is fine but do keep in mind these are attachments, words that can attach you. If you hold attachment to the dense trauma body. So keep that in mind. I like to hear you state, because it comes from a higher state, that I just don't vibrate, because you're coming from the inside. The only thing that can vibrate, your body vibrates, because it's all just cells, and it's really just nothing, but it's just vibrating so fast that it looks like it's that. And you are inside it, as the source love energy, generating it, kind of like pushing it, moving, you creating it. But that's again. So, when you are sitting there with your list, and you're inside yourself, if you see something you dislike about what's going on in your universe, again, dislike, change that to, I see something that is no longer in vibration with my universe. Why? Because you are stating that I am out of alignment now with this. Better statement, right? Because now you can, all right, I know this is no longer something I want in my energetic field. So let's release it from my energetic field. We'll deal with that on another level. But I want you to see why you're doing these things. And then these are things that I want in my field. Let's bring these more to me. I want more of this. Anything you like, if you say to your universe, I am grateful, you're telling them you want more of it. It is that simple. I am grateful for cool mountain stream water. I have no idea. You are grateful for, again, the baby next door because they had a baby. So you are grateful for the love, more love in your field, more love in the universe. Your neighbor's happier. Everybody. It's amazing what happens, right? No, you are grateful because now you get to babysit the baby too. So that is more love for you. So now as the godparents, so to speak, or godfather or godmother, however it may be, you now have the opportunity to bring love to a baby, but more to help program that baby with love. Ooh, what a grand responsibility. Ooh. So yeah, it's all how you frame and see our universe. So that is why you are doing the homework. We will get back to it in a few videos. We do not rush you. Your universe is finite. your corporal body will once cease to exist, and you will float out and rejoin the grand source love field of all. As you, but all part of the grand source love field. You will not be just like lost in the field where you just disappear, no. But you will feel that way, but you will know you are you, as you are it at the same time. I cannot explain it because you are not there, but when you are there, you will be like, oh, I remember. That's what Saint Germain told me. That's what they were trying to state, him and Archangel Raphael, that there's no separation. You just kind of feel that now. You are the source field. But again, I digress. That's why you send everything to the source field, because you are just a piece of the source field. Where else can it go? It's just going back to you. It's very simple. If you see it, if you choose to see it, that's up to you. You could sit here in your trauma body and go, how could that be? I do not understand. I am an angry office worker, or an angry bus driver, or a sad this, or depressed that. You are whatever you choose to be, so then you will be that. Enjoy your universe. It's just think of it as a magical field that spits out whatever you say back in front of you, like a screen. So you could be watching a movie, and you'd watch this movie, and the guy's riding a bicycle, right? And he's like, I love my bicycle. Like, that's an ugly bike. Poof. Next thing you know, he's riding an ugly bicycle. Poof. You see what I mean? You are creating this. So if you think things are ugly, your universe, your bike will be ugly, right? I am not happy today, so why could he be so happy? Everybody should be grumpy. Poof. He's grumpy all of a sudden. Now you're grumpy, everybody's grumpy around you, right? You see grumpy. It is your universe. You create these things by your statements. I do not have enough in the bank. Woe is me. This and this and that. Okay, what happens in your universe? Not abundance. You do not have enough in your bank. It's just a Xerox machine, a copy machine, whatever you want it to be. It is a 3D replicator of what you state. What you think, act, and feel. Start thinking better. Start acting better. Start feeling better. And state that, in sense that you want things to happen in your universe to make you to be happy. This is the point of this. It came back to happiness. We are showing you where you're creating. In order for you to see happiness first, we have to show you where you're creating unhappiness. That would be today's topic. Happiness will go into 2 videos where you'll see why you can be happy tomorrow. Right now, we are just letting you discover where the unhappiness lies within you. And there's lots of it. Look at your universe. Your grand source love field is rather distorted with unhappiness. You see commercials on your news. Your news is generating a vibration that is bringing these things to it. Nonetheless, it is a circular field when you see commercials for antidepressants advertised on your news. Do you not see where those two go hand in hand? But again, I digress. You got to love your earth. What a dichotomy it is. But I digress. So what do you want to bring into your universe? Are you happy? Do you like where you work? We're going to expand this now. Do you like where you work? Do you go to work do you wake up first going, oh my gosh? Or in your case, you would probably say, oh my God, whatever, whatever. I'm not going to state it. You don't need to throw things into the field. But when you are watching this, so to speak, it's not really. These are all part of an explanation, but it's still a vibration. What are you stating when you get up? Are you putting your feet on the floor and going, grateful? Are you putting the feet on the floor and going, oh shit, another day? I will be honest, I cuss. It's just a word. You put energy to it. What would you expect of me to say, oh, S another day? No, it's your universe as well. You speak these foul languages all the time. Or you attach it as foul. Whether it is or not, I do not know. But be it known, there are studies where those who state those words more often have more colorful language, also have larger IQs, as you would state on your universe. But again, I digress. Sometimes the English your languages, especially the English language, You don't know any other language, do you, Josh? No, so there you go. So even some of the other languages, I am sure, leave a lot of words to be lost, not found, or not desired. So, and again, do keep in mind that words are spells. What you state, you create. Spelling. You're casting a spell when you write a word. When you spell it out loud, when you state it, you have intentions that you are creating through those words. But again, I digress. Are you happy in your universe? Are you happy at work? Do you sit there at work going, I do not want to be here? Will you be happy then? No. Will you be grateful for anything in your universe? No. Will you be financially fulfilled? Possibly, but you will not see the money as enough or fulfilling or anything because the job is not fulfilling. The two have to kind of come together in some small fashion. And if you are unhappy at your job, have you ever examined why? What is unhappy within you that you see within your job? That is the true question. You just look at the job and go, I'm unhappy because Sean down the hall is loud. Or Bob across the way doesn't like me and gives me dirty looks. Or Sharon wouldn't go out with me when we ran into each other and I talked to her at the grocery store. Whatever it might be, and then she cut me off and paid her groceries first. Ha ha ha. Have you been watching? Do you know where that even came from? Please, these are slightly cyclical. We are building to something here. We hope you understand this. This is about building your universe. This is going to be something quite interesting that this universe has not quite seen. We are trying to explain to you in the easiest layman terms possible how energetically you are building your universe, consciously or not, subconsciously by dervishing through, based on your programming, basically, or you are just being of love, knowing that you are just grand source love and going with your universe and creating intentions and watching it flow back and helping others and whatever. Did you watch? Will you watch? I should state, because I will put it in here, and the question will become, did you watch? But the question right now is, will you watch the Michael Sadler video from Inspire Nation? The end of that video, the last 10 minutes, could change your universe. At least it could make you damn grateful for your universe. But again, I digress. Are you happy at work? Are you spinning and ginning up crap at the water cooler? Are you stating things at the water cooler that are ginning up energies that other people are ginning up? And are you that negative wave at work? Don't see what you are stating is just coming from you. It then lands on everybody in your universe. And what you carry into somebody else's field, they then carry into somebody else's field, who carries it into somebody else's field until it fizzles out. But that energy can go people deep, many people deep. So do keep these things in mind. That you are generating more unhappiness. People see that. You are Charlie Brown, so to speak. You bring down the field around other people by talking negatively. It is your choice. So when you stand at the water cooler and start bad-mouthing X or Y or Z, it's going to come back to you in your universe in many different ways. So do keep those things in mind. So are you unhappy at work? And are you doing something to change it? It is not our story today to discuss how to change it. We just want you to see if you're unhappy at work. Happiness part 2 and maybe part 3 will come tomorrow. Probably part 3, part 4, and part 5. But nonetheless, at least part 1, 2, and 3. But so happiness. Are you happy inside yourself? That's going to reflect in if you're happy at work. If you're not happy at work, then what is going to reflect inside yourself will come out in your work. If you're unhappy with you, I dislike myself, most likely you'll dislike your work. Not always the case. You might throw yourself into the work because you can find yourself there, because you dislike yourself. So you are out of yourself when you are working, so to speak, so you might love it. But generally, if you're not happy inside yourself, it reflects in your work, and all your coworkers know that you are carrying these denser trauma body energies into your office. If you work from home, then you have an advantage. You can fake it, so to speak. As long as your work shows up and it looks decent, nobody has to be in your dense trauma body energy field. But you do not have to be either, but that's what you are carrying in the work if you are not happy with yourself and not happy with your job. We want you to see that you are building your universe. Your happiness, it's your choice. Everybody wants to be happy. I don't know anybody who purposely wants to be miserable unless I just enjoy being a masochist, so to speak. Go for it. It is your choice. You'll bring down the source energy field around you. It'll get denser and your life will get smaller and smaller and more depressed and more angry and you may get sick and who knows what else. You might raise your cortisol levels. Things might go crazy, but that's on you. High wire in your body, but that's on you. You have these choices. Saint Germain does not make them for you. Josh does not. Grand source energy field does not. This is for sure. It is all your choice. This is what we are trying to tell you. Slow down. Do the homework. Again, we will surmise it here at the end of the video. It's your job to rewind it otherwise. Very simply, highlight or X the things you don't like, you find are not vibrational with you. I have to state don't like because you understand that immediately. Check the things you do like or that vibrate in your heart. Your heart feels it. Circle the 3 that you feel in your heart and circle the 3 that you really want to get rid of. Things you do not want in your energetic field anymore. I do not want to be this. I do not want to see this anymore. This does not represent source love in any way. Clear it from my field. Those 3 things. That's it. That's your homework. Nothing more. Can you do that? You have the list. If you did not, Saint Germain is giving you a chance to not lie to yourself, to really affect change in your universe. And do the homework. That's up to you. We're not going to keep this much longer. We also want you to know, as you walk through your day, the day that you have, after you have watched this video, of course, not tomorrow. But it'll be your tomorrow whenever you have watched this. See, time does not exist. But nonetheless, when you watch this video, whenever it might be, after that, go out into your universe with a eye view of, are you happy or are you sad? Or are you unhappy, sad, not glad, or mad? What are you? Radar yourself. Put yourself in a space for a moment outside of yourself to see how you are. Can you do that? Can you see how you are reacting to others? How you are treating others? Study your field. Study yourself. How am I behaving? Is this of love? Is this of, I do not love myself? Whatever it is, kind of try to observe how you carry yourself outside of your home. The way you carry yourself in your home is 100% different, or it can be, from who you are outside of your home. So, when you're not in your home, when you're out and about in your universe, walking into other universes, can you, please, I'm asking you, slow down and look at yourself. This is all about you anyways, because it's your universe. Look at your universe. How are you behaving? How are you feeling? Check in. Give yourself a check. Where am I? Where do I feel? How am I acting? Can you do those things while you're out and about? You don't have to step aside. Just check in your head. Have I been a butt? Have I been mean? Okay, I'm cool. I'm good in space. You can even, when you get to the space, put your hand on your heart and go, in your head, am I doing okay? How am I acting today? Am I doing well today? If your heart busts up, and you'll feel it, you'll know, because you have a connection to your heart. Your heart is way bigger than your brain. But again, that's for another story. Again, all just doing is centering you into your, are you happy right now? Basically. So, put your hand on your heart, and there you go. You will feel it. It's not that hard. Take a moment of inventory. If you cannot do so while you are walking through the mall, shopping for your Christmas presents, or whatever you are doing, making your dinner, reading your Reader's Digest, your book inside a book, about a book, so to speak, in some cases. Can you digest yourself for a moment? Can you be your own Reader's Digest? Can you read yourself and sit down truly and slow down? What am I doing? How am I behaving? Am I coming off of the dense trauma body, or am I acting as source? Again, if somebody triggers into your dense trauma body, let it flow through. Accept it. You have to. Do not fight it. But what triggered it? Do not stop right there. Slow yourself down when you get a chance again, or at night, and try to journal it out. Ooh, Bob said this, and I just went berserk. Next time, no worries. Slow down. After you go berserk, get pen to paper. What did Bob say? What did I say? How did I behave? Could Bob have triggered something in my programming? Could Bob have triggered, I was having a bad day, and I was really in space with this, whatever it might be. You don't have to truly figure it out if you choose not to. You could let the vibration go, but if you sit down and really look at it, it's a mirror, so look into the mirror. Everyone's a mirror of you, so what they are stating about you, to you, is feeding back to you, if you're understanding. So, when you see that, write it out. You will see, okay, Bob said this. Why did this bother me? What in me is bothered by this? Write it out. Figure, or sit on it. Or ask when you go to sleep. Saint Germain, take me to Talus. Help me to figure this and work with this energies. You can do that too. You can send it to the field. You can say, I want to dream about it. You can say, I love you. Why are you triggering me? Anything you choose to do, whatever vibrates with you. Saint Germain's violet flame is here for you through Archangel Raphael Kelly to get you into the chair or the cushion, depending on which video you choose. It's your choice, your universe. So you do that, the violet flame will open it up and you might be able to easily see the connections. With that, we want you to sit down, slow down, and do the homework. Slow down through your day and see if you are happy, how you are behaving. Is it of happiness? Are you bringing happiness to others? Quite simple. If you are not happy, you cannot bring true happiness to yourself. You will not lift others into a joyful, more higher vibration. You may have times where you do, where you can stuff those lower energies. But otherwise, it is all your choice. We love you. We are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and we have channeled. Tomorrow, we will talk about happiness part 2. Well, we will continue with Are You Unhappy and start to bring in Are You Happy? Where you are happy and how you might enhance your happiness by slowing down and allowing yourself to see your universe. There's a theme building here. Are you not seeing this? I hope you are. This is all for you in the Grand Source Field and for planet Earth and for everybody and for Josh and for Saint Germain even. More love means Saint Germain he can kind of relax and we are placing more love on planet Earth. There's no energy involved here really for Saint Germain to do any of this. But we would rather see humanity just peter along in love and create its own. We do not. Well, we love to channel. We are channeling because, yes, your Earth needs more help. Your Earth needs more love. We would channel anyway, so would be guides. But we are not stating in any stretch that Josh may not still be channeling, but what we are stating is we are getting loud in a lot of people's ears who may not be hearing what they are putting down. We are asking you to slow down and listen to your universe. This is the simplest assignment you can do. It's free. You choose to do it. You reap the rewards. You do not choose to do it. That is fine, but you will not raise your dense trauma body energy field any higher than it really is in any sort because you're not willing to do basic work. You might do work to bring your field down, but you may not be doing the basic work to bring your field up. If you are and you're doing it a different way, Good for you. That's fine. There's no specific way. This is Saint Germain's way. This is a way that I know that works because I understand how your universe works. I once walked in your feet. I once walked in everybody's feet as I was once you too. I'm now an energy form, but again, that is besides the point. I'm channeling through Josh. I channel through many. If they listen or not, that's up to them. Everyone has the voice in their head. Sometimes that's you, yourself, as your highest self. Or sometimes that's Saint Germain or Archangel Raphael, whomever you might be communicating with. We do speak to you. Do you listen? Or do you just brush off your intuitions? Your intuitive hearings, in your gut checks. We love you. We are going to go. When you go, slow down and watch where you go. Watch how you go and see who you are. Please do the homework. This is all building to something. It's called a better you, your better universe, a better earth, a better big grand source love field. With that, we are releasing transmission. Oof. All right, that was 46 minutes and 4 seconds. Oh, wow, that's like a universe of love. All right, 4604. That's how long this was. I don't know if it shows up that way, but it's what it showed in the little red box on my phone. 4604 means that, yeah, your universe is full of love. 4 is the angels. 0 is your universe. 6 is love. 0 is your universe, and 4 is the angels. I love you. More on that, too. There's a lot to come. It's just starting to churn up as I sit here in more silence and just allow it to flow. That was your part. That's going to be part of the Your Living Universe series, I guess. That's what I'm being told now. There's a whole lot to come down. Anyways, I love you. I'm grateful for you. Are you grateful for you? Be grateful for yourself. Can you be? Can you love yourself? Are you happy? Do the homework. Please subscribe. If you can subscribe, it gets more into the field. You know how this goes. More likes, more up into the field, more into the algorithm. The algorithm's the field, right? Exactly. I love you. Love yourself. Have a fantastic universal day. Do the homework, slow down, and see how you're behaving in your universe. This one I actually got because it's something I'm supposed to do too. Some of them are just garbled, but this one was straightforward. Although I listened to it immediately after. Love you. Grateful for you. Bye.